Welcome back to Tool School. Today we're going to be talking about Nancy Zieman's Trace and Create Carefree Curves collection. A few weeks ago we talked about the no-hassle triangle gauge, and that showed us how to make half square and quarter square triangle blocks and to make them perfect at every time, and all the different designs we could make with quilts with using those blocks. The problem is those are all straight lines. What do we do if we want to make curves? Well, one of our options is to make curves like this, where we cut out a template and we carefully pin the fabric to it, and we spend hours sewing all these together. And once we're done, we really have no guarantee that it's going to fit, or that the blocks are going to be a similar size and that the seams will all match up. So what is there to do? Well, what we've done is Nancy Zieman has developed her Carefree Curves collection. In that collection, we have the Hearts and Gizzards template, which comes with 5 different sizes. And if you take time to look at this, you'll see that each size tells you exactly what size blocks to cut and what size fusible interfacing. So all of the math is done for you. We also have 5 sizes on the fan or the wagon wheel design. And on the circular design, we have 3 different sizes. Just to demonstrate this revolutionary technique that Nancy's developed, I'll just show you really quickly how we would do a circle. Basically, you take the fabric that you want to use, you get some fusible interfacing, a lightweight, you put them together with the rough side up. You lay your template on the top, you take a marking pen, you mark the design you want, and if you want quarters, then you mark the quarter squares so you'll know where to cut. Once you've got to this stage, then you simply take Clover's pinking blade in your rotary cutter and cut around the circle, leaving just ½ inch to ¼ inch of fabric to spare. What you'll end up with are 4 little squares like this. You can peel back your interfacing, trim it so you have ½ inch of interfacing. Then you take this, you roll it over and iron it to the bottom, and then you have this little applique piece. You lay it in place, pin it down, and sew it on, and you have perfect squares. And so when you do your patterns, all of these will match up perfectly. The Hearts and Gizzards is exactly the same technique that Nancy's designed, where you take your interfacing, you sew it on, you turn it over, iron it in place, and then you simply pin it onto your fabric, sew it in place, and you're done. What could be more simple than that? So really, all the hard work is done for you, and you just get to do the creative parts. That is Nancy Zieman's Trace and Create Creative Curves collection. I'm Steve Butler, and this has been Tool School.